Hey Aries, it's Meg, and I am doing your reading for the end of the month in May, just after the lunar eclipse. We are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And we're calling in Archangel Gabriel. This is for anyone who has Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Aries placements. Ooh. All right, and we are going to do a Old Wise Tree spread here and get the overall energy for the rest of the month for you, Aries. And we're going to do a yes or no question at the end too. So start thinking about your question, yes or no, and we'll ask the Angel Oracle what's going on for you, Aries. All right, here we go. What kind of energy is going on for you? Aries, Aries, Aries. Whoa, I like to see that. I like to see that. Okay. All right, Aries. First of all, the first thing that I'm noticing is the Page of Swords here, and you're happening now and into the near future. And for me, that is messages coming in, some kind of news coming in, some kind of texts and emails and some kind of news coming in. And I am feeling like this news has to do with money, money, money. Your big picture is the Ace of Coins. So this is a really bountiful new beginning. It's an abundant new beginning. It's a grounded new beginning. This can be real estate. This can be a house. It can be a very solid and stable and committed relationship. This can be a gift. It could be you giving a gift. It could be somebody else giving a gift to you. But there is information and lots of communication around something having to do with this, tangible thing. So the next thing that I like to see here is your higher self talking about a love beginning, a romance beginning. This really can be a relationship. I usually see this as a relationship, but this can also be some kind of thing that you absolutely love, something that makes you feel in love with life. So a new beginning and passion project that you love. This is coming from a place of the Wheel of Fortune. So this is divine timing. This is destiny and fate. So this is a time of destiny and fate, and all of this is sprawling out because of this, I want to say transaction, which is interesting. Okay, and specifically because of this big picture, some kind of transaction. So we'll clarify all of this too, Aries, but let's continue going around. Right. So your angels and guides are like, maybe there was something and it fell through. Maybe there was some kind of message of a gift or message of this tangible thing, and at first it fell through, but it doesn't feel like it's going to continue to fall through, or it feels like there was something and now there's something different coming up. And either way, this is something that you enjoy doing. It's something that you love. This can also be a relationship, Aries. So if you feel like there's a relationship that's not on stable ground and it's unsteady, it just looks like your higher self is saying, in the end, love wins. Love wins. This is more about people feeling unstable, uncommitted, unable to trust, but love is there. So we will clarify all of this. Let's look at the heart of the situation. We've got the Hermit in reverse. We've got the Star in reverse. It definitely feels like there was some sort of, here's that Wheel of Fortune, here's that destiny. It feels like something was going in one direction, felt really good, and then it kind of took a side turn and went in a different direction. And the Star is this highest and this greatest potential. It's reversed. It's like somebody feels like, this almost feels like, I don't want to say devastation, but this is like, I had all this hope and now it's just not there. And the Hermit reversed, a lot of times it can be other people in your space and you really need to clear your space. And then sometimes it's, I'm doing some healthy self-reflection, but I've gone down the rabbit hole. Now it's not so healthy. It's depression, it's sadness, it's seclusion. And it's seclusion because I am not connected with my star. I'm not connected with my highest purpose. And then all of a sudden you get this message, and this message is about a tangible new beginning, and it shifts things. So keep that in mind, Aries. I mean, seriously, what is that saying? This too, this too shall pass. But it's true. Emotions are like clouds, right? They form, and then they move through, and then the sky is clear, and then they form again. And sometimes they're white and fluffy, and sometimes they are gray and full of lightning. And so then, as we talk about that, here's the Tower card. This is something that you have already released or something that you are going to release. But here's this anticipation of change, anticipation of perhaps devastation. And that can be very debilitating too. That can also be so debilitating that it takes you away from your prime purpose. So keep that in mind. And then all of a sudden you get this news, and it's like, oh, it's almost like it distracts you from this spiral downward. I will say this, Aries, there's resistance, and the resistance is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Empress before the Empress. This is the Empress of the Minor Arcana. And so she is like just about to turn a corner here and really be prosperous and successful. And she's done all this herself. She's built it herself, built her own business, built her own resources. She's talking to her guides. She has a clear vision, and she is connected to the universe. She's grounded. You know, she works hard for what she has, but she has it because she did it. So there's resistance to this. I want to go ahead and clarify that. Let's not even wait. And we're going to clarify with maybe Lenormand here. And what's up with this resistance? Why are we being resistant to? I don't feel like it's resistance to hard work. I feel like it's like resistance to success. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's resistance to healing, and this is a self-healing card. This would be resistance to releasing programs that keep you from your wildest and most passionate dreams of success. So I want to clarify that some more, Aries. That is what I want to do. And I want to know what's holding you back from doing this? What's holding you back from releasing those programs? What's holding you back? What's like chaining you to this past energy? What is it, Aries? Here we go. Okay. You're like, I have all these burdens and I have all these stresses, and I feel like I feel like I have extracted that stuff from my life. I feel like I've been on a mission to do that. So what's the holdup here, guys? What's holding Aries from their success? What programs and self-healing are they keeping from themselves? What's the deal? Justice, karmic justice, and being in reflection around it. I have released the past. This is like you're holding yourself to something. You're holding yourself to your own light. You're holding yourself, okay. So this is what it feels like. Something that you have lost in the past, you have felt is your fault. It's like, it's my fault that I lost this. It's my fault that I lost this relationship. It's my fault that I lost this house. It's my fault that I lost this job, whatever it is. It's like, it's literally labeling yourself like this was karmic justice. Like I deserved this because it was my fault. So the self-healing that needs to happen is self-forgiveness. It's getting neutral to, if you want to call them mistakes, we call them mistakes because we know what we mean by that. But ultimately, they're really never mistakes. They're things that we learn soul lessons through. And I will say this, Aries, your trajectory is talking about going backwards. So it's like, these are all these lessons that I've already learned. And when it's reversed, it's like I'm going backwards, making the same types of decisions, learning the same lessons I've already learned. It's not like you're going to get more information or more wisdom. You already know this. So we're going to get to that in a second, though. But that's what this feels like. It's like you're not giving yourself the credit. You're not giving yourself the goddess respect that you deserve. And maybe other people didn't also. And that's where you learned it. But you have to give it to yourself, and you have to do that self-healing, and you have to move through this, whatever it was. And I don't even feel like necessarily it was karmic, unless you feel like you hold yourself to your own karma. We're the only people that hold ourselves to karma. It's not other people who decide what our karma is. Just saying. That's you and the universe, baby. But this is about you releasing yourself from this program. And also, you are, excuse me, Aries, you're the only one who can release yourself from this program. You're the only one who can decide, I'm done with this. All right, we're going to move on, but I feel like we're probably going to come back to that here in a minute. All right. So the next thing I'm seeing here, we're going to look at past, present, and future. And in the past, sure enough, this is like, it's not other people who are, giving me all these compliments and helping me to feel secure. However, that would be nice. That would help out. But in the past, this is like, I have to do my own self validation. I have to do my own excavation of that stuff in the past, pull it up and out. And some of it just stays in the basement. So it does feel like there's a reason why this past stuff is coming up. It is Mercury retrograde on the 29th. That's in 2 days. What is it? Thursday, Friday. It's on Saturday. So, oh, yay. Okay, this even goes. So, your present time, it's like, I have this victory. I have this, Michael's sword helping me cut away things that don't serve me, helping me cut away patterns and themes and cords, psychic hooks that don't serve me. And I gotta say, I was going to say this before too, with the thing over here that you are feeling regretful about, sad about, bad about, the thing that you lost that was your fault, that doesn't just happen because you did something. That is the universe putting you back on track for what it is that you need to process, what it is that you need to do on your divine path. So if you were not supposed to be there, have that thing, whatever, the universe was going to help you out and move you around so that you could actually get on the path that you were supposed to be on. And so what I'm seeing here with this Ace of Swords and this wish card reversed here, it's like there were some things that were blessings in disguise. And I don't think it felt like they were blessings in disguise, but they were. And you'll figure it out, but it feels like you haven't figured it out yet. Like, you don't, what's the blessing in this? It hasn't shown itself yet, it hasn't been illuminated, but this is still an indicator of blessings in disguise. Yeah. And this is Art Hill. This is a museum, an art museum up on the hill. This is also, it's like wishful thinking. It's like living, I want to say, in divine presence. And this is about living in present time. It's like building your own universe, the way you look at the world, and living in your universe, the way you look at the world. And when someone else says, oh, that person's not in reality, it's because they're saying you're not in their reality. You can be in your own reality. That is your right as a spirit in a body. You manifested this body, and you can live in whatever freaking universe you want to. So just saying. Anyway, though, that's how you move through all of this too. Yeah, there's something having to do with, okay, part of it is having to deal with what other people say. Part of it is like, okay, yeah, I can live in my reality, but I also have to interact with other people who are living in other realities. Well, we might think that they're living in realities that are the same, like, oh, this group of people lives in reality. in the real world. But actually, all of us are living in our own reality, in our own real world. So I feel like there's a lot of judgment here that you're doing that needs to be neutralized. You need to neutralize the self-judgment, Aries. That's what, straight up. Neutralize the self-judgment. Let's look at this, speaking of judgment, going backwards. And I'm just going to attribute that to the celebration of Mercury retrograde. So let's see what you're doing here. This is shaking it up. This is shaking it up. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do want to say shaking up stuff that's already happened in the past means that you're bringing it to the surface. You're excavating. Look at that. And we've got the judgment that popped out again. But this judgment, well, first of all, it's talking about reconciliation. So any kind of reconciliation that you're pulling up from the past, that might be an interesting relationship, past relationship that you're pulling up, but shaking up so that you can, basically shake it out like a beach towel, get all the stuff out of it. But this is also healing and forgiving and moving on, like bless it and leave it kind of thing. But this is also a new cycle, going forward with the things that you have learned from this. This very well could be seeing the blessing in disguise. Okay, I do like that. Let's take a look at some clarification here, Aries. Let's take a look at this Ace of Pentacles. What is going on here? What is this big opportunity, this big tangible opportunity? Very much could be a relationship type thing. But this opportunity also seems like it has to do with a lot of self-forgiveness. And self-forgiveness isn't just like with anybody else, it's not like letting somebody off the hook. It's not just like, okay, I'm just going to move on. It's like, you know what? I was in a place. This is what I knew. This is what I did. But this is what I know now. And this is what I do now. And you just cannot go backwards. You can pull the past up, into your present, but you can't redo it. So this is about safety and this is about money. You have a huge money opportunity this month. Huge money opportunity. I will say this for some of you, the reason you have this huge money opportunity is because you learned some lessons the hard way in the past, but that's why you're here right now. If I hadn't learned that, I would have never known this, and then I couldn't have seen this and this for this deal, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is how we snowball. This is how we build. So instead of even like having this forgiveness moment, it's more like, I have learned so much. I'm so on top of it. Nobody told me this. I learned these things because I went through it. I built it myself. It's more like seeing yourself as the empress rather than forgiveness. For some reason, I'm having a very trigger to the word, but it's not a weakness. It's a strength that you have life behind you, that you have experiences and you learned from them. The problem is when we have all these experiences and we don't learn from them, and it keeps us from our greatest truth, and it keeps us in solitary confinement of our own doing. All right, let's look at this Page of Swords. Let's look at this message. Whoa, this message, it's a total game changer. This is a total game changer. Something that you are not expecting. Oh my, I want more. I want more, Spirit. Tell me more. I've got chills on my crown chakra, on the tops of my legs. Like, okay, this is about going forward. Again, this is happening fast. I feel like this message is coming to you before the end of the month. So, that's what this is, 27 through 31. I feel like this is happening before June, if not like the very first couple days of June, but this is like fast messages having to do with your dreams, your goals, things that you have set in motion. And this is a game changer, changes everything. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your money. And this is positive. This is also my fairy tale card coming from this place. So divine timing, Wheel of Fortune, jackpot. Oh, Aries, I haven't talked about this yet, but this is your advice card. Your advice card is to stay humble. Just saying, stay humble. I don't even know what that means, but that's what's coming through. So let's see. Yeah, this is about a new deal, a new person, a new relationship, a new suitor. Somebody is coming in, and just stay. I'm not even hearing, I'm hearing cautious, but I'm hearing to say it's not about being cautious. It's about being humble. It's almost like when you meet this person, don't act like you know that you got their number. You know what I mean? It's like, it's learning about someone, even if you already know who they are or all about them. It's like, I don't know, something about staying humble. I want to clarify this Wheel of Fortune, please, Spirit. Dang, this is, yeah, I need to change decks. Thank you. All right, thank you. Right, no longer having to sacrifice. This feels like, you know, I want to say windfall, but it's not really a windfall. This is about work. You work for it. You do what you do. You do what you do best. And that's how you make that money. So it feels work related. It's not just like you find a big duffel bag on the side of the road and it's full of $1 million. It's not like that, but that would be pretty cool. But this is the Wheel of Fortune and the jackpot. It's like a jackpot deal. So this is you not having to sacrifice anymore. Thank you. I like that. All right. So let's clarify the Hermit and the Star, both reversed at the heart of the situation. What's going on there? Keeping yourself from your highest and your greatest good. Wow. And we've got the Tower reversed again. It's literally the energy of anticipation that everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket. You got to change your self-speak. And this helps you change your self-speak. This little Page of Swords is self-speak. When it's reversed, I feel like it's negative self-speak. It's not reversed. This is about you getting messages, but because this is good news, this changes your, oh, I'm hearing your finances. Somebody is changing a car, and somebody else, they're being sarcastic, but it maybe has some truth in it. Your will to live, like the whole Bill and Ted thing. But I think there's some truth in that. This is my concern about that. You need to self-generate that positivity and not just be contingent on outside validation, whether it's a deal or whether it's somebody telling you how great you are. Just saying, Aries, I don't know where all this is coming from, but it's truth. All right, so please tell me about this Star reversed. This is your highest and your greatest potential. Okay, I see. So look at that. Here's the Page of Pentacles. It's coming from this interaction. Straight up, this could be with a child, like an upset interaction with a child, an upset interaction having to do with some kind of relationship. So let's go ahead and clarify this Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this is some kind of, it's an argument. It's a falling out. And let's look at your higher self talking about this love, this great love. Yeah. And here's the Knight of Cups. Your higher self is talking about somebody coming in to pursue you. This could be romantic. This could be romantic. This could also be any kind of friend. It's like a falling out of a friend. But there is a reconciliation up here. And this Knight of Cups is coming to apologize. This could be you coming to apologize. It could be someone else coming to apologize. But there's some kind of reconciliation. There's some kind of apology coming. Yeah, because look at that. All of your cards are being clarified with themselves. So nobody's happy about the falling out. Nobody's happy about it. Nobody feels, I mean, even if you feel justified in it, nobody feels good about the outcome. So I don't think anybody wants to keep that in place. Everybody's just trying to feel better. Okay, time to switch cards again. So what else do we need to clarify here? Aries, I feel like we're ready to ask a yes or no question. Nope. I want to find out what is the probable outcome for the rest of this week, please. Thank you. First of all, here's the key to the universe, or the key to the house, or the key to this money deal, or you've got the key, you've got the knowledge. You're you're the expert, somebody comes to you for the information, like you got the key. This is somebody who's in competition with you. Here is a commitment of some kind. Huh? Oh, yep, I'm hearing I'm pulling 2 more cards here. So the probable outcome for this, you're the expert, you're the one with the key, you get what you want. You do encounter some kind of competition. I would call this pretty much like asshole energy, but here's the commitment though. It kind of overrides it. Then you get the fish, you get the carp. And this is like uber luck. Good with money. Luck is on your side. Things are going. Oh, I'm hearing at your speed and in your direction. All right, one more, please. Oh, there's an agreement. There's some kind of amazing agreement that's happening, and it's in your favor. And it looks like it happens this week, Aries. All right. Yes or no? Think of your yes or no question, Aries. And we will ask the angels. I'm calling in Archangel Gabriel. Please give us a straightforward yes or no. Remain positive. That is so true with all of this. Remain positive. Know your worth. And treat yourself that way. Choose a new direction. I would say that has a lot to do with not going backwards or learning from the past so that you can choose differently in the future. I would say that it has a lot to do with this falling out and choosing a different way to deal or to communicate or to move forward in that. Take action. I'm going to choose one more. Oh, and let go. I'm also hearing right when I say that the struggle is real. And so what this is also, what that means is that you're validated. The struggle is real. This isn't easy, or whatever it is that you have been through. It's not like, oh, get over it, let go. No, it's like you have done the work here. Now, it's like when we process and process and process, it's good to process, but then sometimes we get into the habit of processing. And when we do that, we really aren't getting anything from the processing. There's no more processing to be done. It's more of a habit. We have all the knowledge that we need. And so that's what this is saying. I do believe that this is a yes. All right, Aries, I hope this resonated. Let me know, like and subscribe, and I will talk to you for June very soon. Bye, Aries.